To North Dakota State Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is thrilled to be back at his alma mater. All of the things that make this place so special, he is so familiar with. And he knows that he can bring this place to better than a top 25 finish. He understands that they were good last year, but that was not enough. He is ready to take this team to the top here at home. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Here's a hit. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw. He can scramble, he can run, so really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers, they've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside, it's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Collins. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Gentry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And here comes the punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it behind the line. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they're able to get him down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you could run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And here comes the offense on second down. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. With the catch, it's Mitchell. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Give to the running back. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
He's going to take off. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Back to pass on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Pressure coming. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Scott. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hayes. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Scott. Hard running there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the San Jose State Spartans. And it's the Trojans looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Fargo. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right back to it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The option, he'll keep it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Got a man, it's Collins. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hayes. Quickly complete.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down. Quick
release by the QB. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the left side. Powers through the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Stopping the option is hard, but mission number 1 is I better make the quarterback make a read and get the ball out of his hands. The defense hasn't done that today. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game off the option look.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Myers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Tackled there by the defense. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Nice job holding on to that football really tight at the end of the run. You got to understand the situation. You're up. It's the 4th quarter. I want to keep that clock moving, but more importantly, I can't turn it over. I got to make sure I wrap it up. Really good job by the QB.
Here's a little room there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Send the tight end in motion. Got his man down the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he had...
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now facing a third and long. They'll run it from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes a man miss. Makes the grab and room to run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Handoff from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
What onions to run the football inside of your own 20 on 4th and short and get all that matters is it's a first down. Sweat no more.
He's going to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Ready, go!
Got it. Looking for the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.